brother and sister. Today I want to come and read for you the Son's Bible and the Bible word. Okay. Double letter credit the Nanya is sick or yet or have part police or she to set them away. Love of Detamala, Lissoshi, a tap of pla no. Okay. Pagdatamala, Patamupuni, Pagba, Washamida, Udodulo. Basaro Babatinya the Tapitamala Tau. Hi my friends. Okay, I want to start a race for you about the here. Genesis chapter 6 verse 13 talk about a little bit. After that, I will read for you here. Penny Pagatamala. Okay, little must say a set who a support the Sitanic to Tarapwala Taitaclo. They know. Pagdatamala Patamupuni, Babakwasamina Ama, Asanaki Pedalapa. So God said to Noah, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. Destroy both them and earth. Okay, my friends, my brother and sister, you should think about carefully in your lifetime. The Dogora Pakra Patu Pathala Patamu Pusikola, Teninya Tokunilo. Kasayua Katutara Pala Taitaklo Teniane. Pagaderma and to all people. And to all people. Pagadermala Paka Ma, okay. Kasayua Kama Katurkwi. Pakanyoti the panelo. Okay, penny Pakalekwa Sepo. I want to read for you with the current language a little bit here. Tamosi a shadow who a sapo the Sitanity Radilo. Joasiba Sonoa. Danya Kela get a heto le Yemenyali, a giddy hoku lurp wedo, Tamasu Masula, a wetty a hudo. Quakwa. Yekama hawaku o do hokulo, Yekama hawaku o do hokulo. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much, my friends. Letanokura Paka Shukumo Pakro Petino Palapatamukulo. Destroy and to all people. And the Genesis talk about like it. Pero Paklekwa se polo patamupuni. Di tahutagele patamupunilo. Okay, I want to read for you here is the little bit about the Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 2 talk about a little bit. Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 2 talk about a little bit. Son of man, this is what the sovereign Lord says to the land of Israel. The end has come upon the four corners of the land. The end, okay. The end has come upon the four corners of the land. Four corners, okay. East, north, west, south. You know the four corners. Away ni talo kikitele takamata tebadala kehewe le hoko luinelo dira. Talo four corners sit down and meet a hoko luinelo. Little good pakra patu patala patamu bitani matani the tobaso lepata sukumo pusicolo. Paine pakleco qualo pacanyocro ne sepo. Teoradino. We yakskila seven minutes sabokini tebradile. Don neda ipamyapuquam. Kasayua sila Israela ako. Agiri. Takata heba ko luinelo. Takata ni heba ko luinelo. Letana gura pakro patu patala patamu pusicolo. Four corners. Taluine hevelo. Pero le qualo we are money to sepo. Okay, Amos. Amos chapter 8 verse 2 talk about a little bit. What do you see? Amos, he asked, a basket of ripe fruit. I am sure. Then the Lord said to me, the time is ripe from my people Israel. I will spare them no longer. I will spare them no longer. Okay? The God talked to the Amos. And when you are to we are more. We are more so so keen to that way deal. We are money table do sibaya. So amo neti ta manu temile do yesi tata mi analo tata mi ana. Do you see ya ta akatani ba ya pagomu Israel do yetele kapa leba oba. Yetele kapa leba oba. Ta akatani heba wada. Japagomu Israel lo. Leta no kura pakro patu patala patama pulo tagi taklo takai sikolo. We should think about carefully in our lifetime. The end is coming. Okay. Pero le pakwa bakala le bitrune to sepo. First Peter chapter 4 verse 7 talk about a little bit here. I want to read for you a little bit. Okay. The end of all things is near. Therefore, be clear-minded and self-controlled so that you can pray. Clear mind, self-control, okay, and that you can pray. You cannot clear your mind. You cannot control yourself. How can you be a prayer? Awani mitaka tutamila pakropatu pata lebatamu busikolo. Petale taki petawatali sikolo. Remember, my friends, my brother and sister, remind to our in there no our time. Long ago. My friend, my brother and sister, here is the second one I want to talk to you. And the Genesis chapter 7 verse 1 talking a little bit here. Okay. The Lord then said to Noah, go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you righteous in this generation. I have found you righteous in this generation. The God found it. This generation, Noah is the right person. Okay, go into the ark. Pakitana mala paine pakasema mala sona lenno le kabobu. Okay, lenno le kabobu. Da pakitana mala yetine nala neme pato le patasobi akla. Pate or dine itu tisikolo. Letano kura pakra patu patalo betamu pula. We should think about carefully in your lifetime. Remember, my friends and my brother and sister. Paine yekle pane tilo pakanyo klone se poteva dile. Litamo sesaron we sapotani teva padilo. Do you are siva sono a henene. Dona pahipo kala suka bobu. Tiki. Agire I neda I yetine nala pa atolo le yemenyala patasui eklalo pa atolo le yemenyala patasui ekla. Patasui eklani ne me pa atolo lo. Letano kuraro pakro patu patale patamu pu sikolo. Okay? Little know what at all, double it out, my friends and my brother and sister. Remember this thing in your lifetime. Okay? The God found in this generation, Noah is the righteous person. Okay. Here is another one. I want to read for you the Psalm chapter 91, verse 1 to 10. Talk about a little bit. Paine pero le pakwa baka le tasito quisitor a silver to let the scene, but the parlor pang your glova. Tu may tasecto mona to keep pagitilo. Okay. The parlor color lord simple pain. He who dwells in the cedar of the Most High will rest in the shadows of the Almighty. I will say, "Oh, the Lord of the Lord. He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terrors of night, nor the arrow that flees by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys as magic. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishments of the wicked. If you made the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord, who is my refuge, then no harm will befall you, no disaster will come near your tent, no disaster will come near your tent. Kita nak kura berkerapatu pasal petamu puni mera away lo. Tasida betul kuisitor supporter tu lo le sini ke tu darah padi lo. Puala over suwala tak talkative ke alod dani over tak tidak lo agak dubu lo. Jika sila jual klone mi tak ut de alod yetu de plani mi jika salo. Jika tani talo olo agiri I kamapu ma plena le pa pone tu upli de ko le ta ti de trolo ke club na le ta adise do katani ne ba na tala adise pala do ta atami ta tone me atopu katopu do katopadu lo katopu do katopadu Neta plivata le ta ma plima pele muna megi pla le ayuele musa megi ta fita trolo alera le ta kikla megi ta maha gota le amma ta yuta le mutu megi neba ta maha gota Pata ke tu kalau hilang nak do pata ke jalan sutwe basa do te hebu do nawa Awen te hebu do nawa te bra te naka kuala ame do ti bapwa te totolo bata hi ka onilo agiri nena yo neme pwa neme yeta pu ple lo na pata talk te gani le na o alolo ta te baba na ba do ta ti te tro te he bobado Nadeva. Ta theatron the hebobado Nadeva. Away ni Pakropatu Pathala, Patamupu, Lepatapita Mapu, Lepatau Tage Pusicolo. Pakropatu Pathala Tagawell. We should think about carefully that God can guide you, that God can take care of you. Okay. This is mean no harm. Okay, no death near to you. I want to keep going and reading about a little bit here. Matthew chapter 24 verse 38 talk about a little bit. 38 talk about here. For in the days before the floods, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage up to the day Noah entered the ark. Mutni when it clear till the body tabani, develop matter. Pagino de bani order, Pagadema proda. Okay. Do Pagadema pain or wet the pani. No, Takulu sono a let no look about Pudiba permanent. Or wet it Mulataku and it all. But see all the Tagitaklu when it this sicolota, the pani pusicolo. Double the tau collector, Pacrobatu Patagir. We should think about carefully in our lifetime. Okay, I got the meaning. I want to keep going and reading about the Luke chapter 17, verse 26. Talk about a little bit here. Luke chapter 17, verse 26. Talk about just as it was in the day of Noah, so also will it be in the days of the Son of Man. Kaloga dito sono amutani no. Leta ne kuda ro ne kekela ti tu ro pangnya pu kwa I tapu kolo. Pagate o dini etu sikolo. Tagamataro sono a tamataro. Pagate mala patamu puni ti lo. Paine bagle kwa ta sepu mugaba par totti lilo lima tesero kisilu yesabo tasi khone katuda ro palo tagiwelo agede de muni munala ti te klulu ba de batane do pa ota ne mane wa tulolo mu tani le sono a le lo kabo apu pagate ma de ne eso awani tapita ma ti phala pa ma on ne lo Robert Luca said, the scene we several kissy katuda poala, tapita matir padilo. Do dita ma athala sonoa muni the path to name. Takama athala pagno pukwa a muni. Dini etulo. Sonoa atunino. Takama athala pagno pukwa a muni dini etulo. David. Okay, me dinero pakle kwa page sepo. Hebrew chapter 11 verse 7 talk about a little bit. Hebrew chapter 11 verse 7 talk about a little bit. I want to read for you a little bit about my friends, my brothers and sisters. By faith, Noah once about them not yet see. In holy fields built an ark to save his family. By his faith, that condemned the world and became there of the righteousness that comes by faith. Pagkatapos malo lutana huni pero din ito tiskolo. Tana ne mitalo aridu malo patamo pulo. Pakropatu patalo patapita mapu. Lebata hutage pu sikolo. Away ni pero le palo. I want to read for you there. Korean language a little bit. Hebrew chapter 11 verse 7 talk about a little bit here. le ibris asarut sita sabununi katuta ro polo taita kroti lo le tana sono abata tu ole ta to upla thodi ba ge klo do udo ta pli ba kha do ywa do ti ka bolo ta uki khoki a hi phu kho pho a hi phu go lo aweni akhu do me a senior ka hokudo kedo pane bata ta tota lo bakaro ta na ni ro awane pwala ane bata ta tota lo bakaro sa ka pare sono ane neva suda apene lo pakro batu badalo pataw mo pulo pero le pakwa lo tatami I want to read for you and then keep in and reading about it little bit. First Peter chapter 3 verse 20 talk about a little bit. Okay. First Peter chapter 3 verse 20. Who disobeyed long ago when God waiting patiently in the days of Noah while the ark was being built and it's only a few people, 8 in all, were saved through water. Okay, you know, disobedient people. Long ago, the God waited patient. God waited patiently in the day of Noah. Remember, my friend and my brother and sister. Right now, the same thing that God waiting. Okay, Jesus said, believe me. Okay, believe in God. Believe also me. Okay, I go back to my Father. I will make you the play. Okay, remember this, my friends, my brother and people. In the Noah generation time, only just 8 people go into the boat. Remember that. Bakala kwa sikolo pe te sepo le tapitru asero kwewera te sepo pe ni. Tapitru asero the asero kisine kwewera di lo. Pe wadi de pala ti leple te subataba pe jwa atawida su la huta le sonoa aso le ta tikabo apamuni le apuni pwa saga dipasita to pwa ta hoga dilalo ta uke khoki o le ti lo le ti ne pwa ta hoga lo do ne ba wa ta uke khoki pene tane ba aga ba okay tane ba aga ba. Okay, I want to read for you. Here is the 2 Peter. Okay. Pagdana 2 Peter. Right? 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 5 in the written little bit about that. Keep it true. A shallow key. A saboyanika to that about it. If he did not spare the ancient world when he brought the flood on his ungodly people, but protect Noah and preaches of righteousness and 7 other. Okay, remember that protect Noah and the 7 other. Mean his wife and the 3 sons and the 3 daughter-in-law. Okay, we know about that. 7 people. His wife and the 3 his son and then 3 his daughter-in-law. Remember, my friends and my brother and sister. Away ne pagtete malo kasajwa mapuma play innocent people kora. Innocent people they may puala atakamadova. Patio de neto tilo. Takamawa. Okay, Takamadova. Awani, patio de neto. Pene pagla power to the sepolo pakanyok lone. Do meet the taloba hoku lolly do deliver qua the you to your by your hokuleti leti do iki kwaki wa hoga tega sono a le asid telo tato talu aglu sono a sit telo tato talu aglu Lita no kura ro pakra patu patala patamu kuno Jopu walu tau kalil Patau mupuni mitala alo so at sepo patahu taga pusigolo. Okay, here is the I want to read it for you about the more before me is in this generation. Le yemenya pat soi pagitetama before yemenya okay before ni yemenya me le yemenya okay menya pat soi pero le pagwa pet sepo okay we already read about the Genesis chapter 7 verse 1 talk about okay righteousness in this generation pagina pato palo to soi pagite ordinate of this call hey Genesis chapter 7 verse 1 talk about a little bit okay and then Genesis chapter 6 verse 9 talk about a little bit here I want to read for you this is the count of Noah was a righteous man blameless among the people of his time and he walked with God blameless sidane pagiterma Tata uka swaba leda la tamita topo. Do ma ditro shwamalo to petio than blameless. Put them at the uka swaba, the tamopune. I want it pasio didn't blameless. Okay? My friends and my brother and sister. Remember this. Paine pagle qualo, Paganyoklan kuradile, demo se a shadow who a sabo Queenie katuda palo tagita clodilo. I may sono a certain do sono a me po ato do polo a le poata soda or claro sono a letaro yoro po a le blameless sidane po a le dira pain no pagita mala blameless sidane awe atamo pune pagita mala jwa amenya ataka mata onomio pate o to tata onomio par katu so at the thin on me away blameless over dinner okay me dinero I want to read for you about the Psalm chapter 33 little bit here Psalm chapter 33 my friends my brother and sister Psalm chapter 33 verse 18 to 19 talk about a little bit but the eyes of the Lord are on those who fear him, on those whose hope is in his and family's love. Okay? To deliver them from death and keep them alive in famine. We should think about here. Eye of the Lord. Okay, hope is in his unfailing love. Patamu pune pakra patu patala taita krutikai metala agi aba akrovesikolo. Tasirab the thirsty serpo. The secret sequini to Darapadino. Quaqua. You are a me ule poala apliolo. Pala apliolo. You are a me oda pala apliolo. Le poala aquala ablu po clear palo. Nelo. Dido akamapu play a thalata thi. No dido akado moon di o. Let tata we lodo apulo. Kado moody or let tata we lodo apu. Patao. Okay, last one. I want to read for you about the last one. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9 talk about a little bit. Okay, I want to read for you. Pero lucky done yellow pane to bakala keep it to a shadow key a suffer queen. Second Peter chapter 2 verse 9. Talking. If this is so, then the Lord knows how to rescue godly men from trials and to hold the unrighteous for the day of judgment. Okay? Why continue their punishment? This is meaning the right thing. We should think about it. Okay? Rescues godly men. Okay? Turning their punishment. My friends, my brother and sister. Pero keep it through a shadow. Keep a sabo queenie katudara body. Me ma yua thinya to talk with why you le atali pesobu. Do thinya hika pa tolo baka leta deba apola dile musinyo aninilo. Thinya tadeba. Okay. Tadeba. Wakanyo mata menu menene kasayua kamara talilo. Hutana bakra sukumo betamukulo. Bakra lera. Bakra umudile. Bakra tinyalo. You should think about carefully in your lifetime. You want it, you do it, or you don't want it, you don't do it. But remember that the godly people, the God will rescue. Okay? And then the bad people should be punishment. My friends, my brother and sister, today, this lesson to be end here. God bless you. God will teach you more about the Bible. You want to read it best, you read it by yourself. Okay? Maybe you know exactly the right thing in your lifetime. You are the happier in the world. Thank you so much, my friend, my brother and sister. Moya suki tu le tu tamu punerki, do tu ki paki, do tu ki kero poala, tu ki takulu, haku doppler nyanilo. W. See you next time. Bye bye.